Evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Television Viewers. My name is Osbert D'Souza. I'm presently employed in the Ministry of Finance and Development. We work on a project that is called the Basic Needs Trust Fund. Now, this project is sponsored by the Caribbean Development Bank and the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. At present, we are coming to the end of the third program under the Basic Needs Trust Fund. And to give you an idea as to exactly what kind of projects the BNTF, that is Basic Needs Trust Fund, is involved with, we have done some work at Sandy Point Primary School. We built a complete city fence mechanism there. We did some road construction in Gate Bay, Panier Ground in Sandy Point, Newton Ground, Tabernacle, Upper Keon, Ponds Extension, Newtown, and of course in St. Peter's. In Nevis, we have also done some road construction at Zetlands, Westbury, and Grove Park. BNTF is not only involved in road construction. At present, we have in Nevis as well some rehabilitation work at the remedial section of the Gingerland Secondary School. And we are also involved in maintenance of government buildings. Just to give you an idea as to some areas, we have done maintenance work at the Bastia Junior High School, the Bastia Health Center, and there's going to be a program on stream from the Public Works Department during the summer to do maintenance work at Bastia High School, Tabernacle All Age, Burchell's School, Burchell's High, that is, and Burchell's Primary. Now, the fourth BNTF program was launched at a workshop in Barbados on the 21st of April 1997. And the Caribbean Development Bank, in its staff report on BNTF 4, recommended the establishment of a project advisory committee through which all projects must pass before they reach the Caribbean Development Bank. It also recommended that in order to strengthen the management of the BNTF program, a community worker be employed to function as a link between the community and the project manager. I have with me this evening Mrs. Clara Walters from Nevis, Mr. Carl Herbert from St. Kitts, and Mr. Perry Peets, also from St. Kitts. Mrs. Walters is the chairperson of the Project Advisory Committee for Nevis. Mr. Peets is the chairperson for the similar committee in St. Kitts, and Mr. Herbert is our community worker here in St. Kitts. I would like to at this point apologize for the absence of Ms. Paulette Walters, who is the community worker in Nevis, but she is unable to be here. At this point, I will ask Mrs. Walters to give you an idea as to the kind of areas that the BNTF program, that's the BNTF 4th program, will cover, and some of the selection criteria for two separate areas. Mrs. Walters.
First of all, I must say I'm very happy to be here, and I would endeavor to give you an introduction into the sub-project selection criteria. The sub-project criteria for BNTF 4, as you have heard, BNTF is Basic Needs Trust Fund. This has been modified with the specific purpose of ensuring that priority must be given to sub-projects which would achieve the objective of poverty reduction and sustainability in poor communities in the respective sectors of the beneficiary countries. Selection of sub-projects will be undertaken in accordance with the criteria which is set out by the PSC or the Project Steering Committee responsible for the project. Secondly, I must mention here that all assets financed by BNTF shall be publicly owned or constructed on land which is publicly owned, except as may be agreed by CDB. Sub-projects can be selected from the following sectors or areas: health facilities, education facilities, water supply systems, roads, drainage and footpaths, daycare centers, retail facility, skills training or upgrading. For each sector, there are certain indicators which shall be used to assist in the decision making. I have selected 2 particular sectors or areas, and I would give you a brief review as to the indicators. I have selected health facilities and education facilities because these are most common in our area here. The following indicators shall be used to assess deficiencies of healthcare service to assist in the decision to build or rehabilitate rural health clinics. You have A, minimum level of services, B, population of the catchment area, C, distance, D, overcrowding, E, remote location. When we speak of the minimum level of service, we would realize that there is a deficiency if any one of the following 8 minimum service elements is not being provided.